Making our headlines today, Friday, February 27th. The historic Blue Belt expedition reveals a headless chicken, sea cucumber, and other ocean riches. A reminder that lobster season is coming to a close, and the under 14 and under 18 girls rugby team are competing this weekend at the Carolina Ruggerfest. Good evening and welcome to CIGtv News, your official source for the latest and most accurate government information. I'm Levita Thompson. The historic Blue Belt expedition took a groundbreaking look beneath Cayman's waters, and what scientists are discovering could change how we protect our ocean for generations. For the first time ever, Caymanian scientists from the Department of Environment have led cutting-edge offshore research across our deep water banks, including 6-mile, 12-mile, Pickle Lawfords, and 60-mile bank, partnering with the UK's Blue Belt program aboard the research vessel RRS James Cook. The team launched the Beyond the Reef expedition, mapping the seafloor, studying fish populations, testing water quality, tracking seabirds, and even using environmental DNA to detect marine life invisible to cameras. More than 90% of Cayman's waters are now mapped, placing the Cayman Islands among a rare group of countries with detailed knowledge of their underwater terrain. That data directly supports smarter fisheries management, stronger environmental protections, and long-term food security. What they found is quite interesting, from exceptionally high biodiversity across the food chain to a misty grouper measuring over 1 meter long spotted 400 meters deep. For the first time ever, Lawford's bank was photographed, revealing a strong shark presence. And even what may be a species potentially new to the region, a strange free-swimming sea cucumber nicknamed the Headless chicken, previously only seen near the Galapagos. Minister for Health, Environment and Sustainability, the Honorable Catherine Ebanks-Wilkes, greeted the scientists on their return and had this to say.
Well, I certainly have been impressed with all of the tools that are on board, looking at what they've been able to do to measure water depths. We have some of the deepest waters in the Caribbean region, and just having the ability to have access to, this research vessel and all of the tools is something certainly that we benefit from being a part of the program here in Cayman. We're actually able to see what are in our waters at depths that we wouldn't have had the capability to study, and just knowing, to be able to study a bit more about our biodiversity and just build on what we are now learning about here in Cayman, I think is so beneficial for us as we continue to conserve and protect, what we have here on our island.
Her Excellency the Governor, Mrs. Jane Owen, also spoke about the partnership between the UK and the Cayman Islands for the expedition.
It's been amazing to see the partnership between the scientists here on the boat. We've got about 44 British scientists from a number of different institutions in the UK, and very importantly, 8 young scientists, Caymanians, from the Department of Environment. So they're working together, and as the Minister says, the kind of data it will give us will help us to understand what the seabed looks like, how we can map it, what it means for our exclusive economic zone. It helps us to understand about our fisheries, where are the most productive areas to actually go fishing and support our food security. And also, as the Minister said, ultimately it is about the environment, it's about our pristine waters, and it's about protecting it. And unless you know what's down there, you can't effectively protect it. So this is making a real difference for Cayman.
But the expedition also revealed a sobering reality, namely tin cans and glass bottles, which were found more than 1,500 meters below the surface. Data analysis will continue for months, including environmental DNA testing that could reveal even more about snapper and other species that may avoid cameras. And speaking of marine life, just a reminder that lobster season is closing. Harvesting is strictly prohibited anywhere in Cayman waters from March 1st to November 30th. Anyone caught in possession of lobster or anything out of season will be prosecuted, and a judge will determine the penalty. Serious violations of the National Conservation Act carry a maximum penalty of CI $500,000 and 4 years in jail. Download the Cayman DOE app to know what the marine park boundaries and rules are wherever you are in Cayman. Respecting our marine parks and fishing seasons helps ensure we can continue to fish lobster for generations to come. Now for today's sports news.
The Cayman Islands under-14, under-18 national girls rugby team. We're heading to Ruggerfest, Charlotte this weekend. Are we ready? Yeah!
And under 14 and under 18 girls rugby teams are in the USA participating in the Carolina Ruggerfest this weekend. In addition to taking on some of the best USA teams in games, they will tour Queen's University for scholarship opportunities. We will have more updates on the matches next week as they play on Saturday and Sunday. But in the meantime, we wish both teams all the best. Time for our weather forecast. Lingering moisture from a low-level trough over the central Caribbean is expected to drift across the western Caribbean, allowing for occasional showers from tonight through Saturday. Tonight, we can expect partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall near the low to mid-70s Fahrenheit. Winds will be east-southeast at 10 to 15 knots, while seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. For local weather updates, be sure to visit the Cayman Islands National Weather Service website, weather.gov.ky, and follow their Facebook page for the most reliable coverage. If you're watching us on the CIG YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed with the facts straight from the source. That's all for today's news brief. I'm Levita Thompson. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday.